Hey guys, what's up? It's TheKingofKpop here. Episode 4, my review of episode 4 of When, Who Is Next. This is the episode I've been waiting for since they leaked out, what was to come from this episode about a week and a half ago. So far, I gotta say this is my favorite episode. So Young Suk takes Team A and B and tells them they're going to go compete with JYP. So in them competing against JYP had 9 of his trainees. One of them I do know from YouTube. I remember seeing from YouTube one of his trainees, which I'll get to that in a second. So each group of trainees had to compete against each other in singing, dancing, and rapping. And so I'm going to get my thoughts on all 3 of the performances from both the trainees. So basically, the first round was the rapping. And in the rapping, you had 3 members. One was from the States, the other one was from Hong Kong. And Brian, whose also real name is Young Hyun, he's from Canada. Very shocked to see that he was JYP training, because he used to make some videos on YouTube, which I believe he made. I think he made like a little rap group or something called 3 Degrees or Third Degree, something like that on YouTube. So I was shocked to see that this kid was a JYP trainee. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. So they get to rap first, and I actually like the rapping. I think the rapping was pretty solid. Something you don't normally expect coming from JYP. I think the rapping was good, and Brian, to me, the guy that had the white shirt, the white and black sweatshirt with the and the one that said was from Canada. That kid's got some good flow to him. I like him. He's got there are some people in K-pop who I think that they kind of put on, that swagger-like image. They try to act cool when natural is really not in them. I won't name some of these members of certain groups who I think that try hard. But with Brian, like I said, I've seen this kid from YouTube before, and one thing I can say about him then and looking at him now, he has a natural charisma to him. He doesn't try hard. He has a natural charisma to him, and he has that look of a star. He looks like a star. You can see he has the charisma the way he raps. He raps with confidence. Like, this isn't something that the company or something taught him to do. Like, he's been doing this for a while, and he's good at it. He's got charisma. I think he oozes charisma. He's got a good look to him, and I like his deep tone voice in his rapping. So I thought this was a really solid performance from the JYP trainers in the rapping. Then you had YG. YG's rapping. You get the guys from Team A and Team B, the rappers from both teams, come together. They kind of messed up a little bit. B.I. kind of messed up one of the lyrics he forgot, but he kind of made up for it by easily, freestyling and making up for that. So it was a nice little, cover back for B.I. I thought the rap was good. I think the rap was a little bit better, but I didn't like the rap song choice. I think the flow of the rap was much better than JYP, but I just didn't like the song choice that they chose, or the beat that they chose for the rap. I liked JYP's better, which that instrumentals for that beat, I forgot the name of the song that goes to. It's a famous song, but I liked JYP's song choice for the song that they rapped to rather than YG. But YG, I thought, did good in rapping. So who won that round? To me, I think it's a tie. Now, in terms of comes with the dancing, everyone that saw this episode think that JYP just blew YG out of the waters when it comes to the dancing. And I have to disagree 110%. I'm sorry. A lot of people that say that JYP won this round in the dancers because of huge acrobatics. I'm not big on acrobatic stunts. I'm sorry. They looked impressive. My favorite part of their, well, my only favorite part of their choreography was when one of the members did like a backflip and he pushed him over the other member's back. That was cool. But everything else is like been there, done that, seen it with 2PM 10 times over. That's one thing JYP always does with boy bands. They're always acrobatic. To me, I like dancing a little bit more than acrobatic stunts. If you can infuse the acrobatic stunts with the dancing, then that would be like Total Beast, which is something that 2PM has done in the past. But nothing really to me from JYP's dancing was outstanding. And a lot of people complain that, hey, Team B, who did the dancing, they shouldn't have used I forgot the band, the famous choreography, choreographers choreography. They should have used their own thing. I really didn't mind this because this is something that Team B this is something that they were solid in. This is a choreographed move set that they were solid in doing. So why not do it? But I thought Team B was better in the dancing. I'm sorry, I'm not big on acrobatics. It's nothing I haven't seen 2PM do before. Now in terms of the singing, they had the singing. I thought JYP was pretty good. Which, by the way, one of the members for the group that did the singing part, I think the one that was playing the keyboard, when they showed him start playing the keyboard, he had a wedding band on his left finger. Is that guy married? Because I'll be shocked if he's however young he may be and married and yet a trainee in JYP. That'd be very interesting because I saw he had a wedding band on his ring finger, and it wasn't like one of those, like purity rings or anything. It looks like a legit wedding ring. So I'm curious about that. Is he married? But anyway, the song choice from the JYP trainees and the singing I thought was good. The singing from YG. They again, like they did with the dance, well, not the dance, but the rapping. They took the singers of both groups and put them together. I like the song. I think vocally, YG sounded better in terms of the singing part. However, Jinwoo just bombed. He forgot a lot of the lyrics. Kang Sung-yoon had to fill in for him and cover up for him, cover for Jinwoo's mistakes. Jinwoo just bombed, which I'm not blaming him too much because one, they only had one day to prepare, for this going up against JYP's trainees, and two, they changed the song at the last minute because they had one song already prepared the night before, and then all of a sudden they changed the song, and so Jinwoo's like, I don't know the lyrics to this, or didn't have enough time to remember the lyrics for this. So, in terms of singing wise, like overall performance and whatnot, I think JYP won that. So, all in all, I think JYP trainees, I think they had a better presentation compared to YG. I think YG, they did good with they did the best they could with what they had. And I thought that they tried to make up for things they may have lacked and messed up on. But I think in the overall presentation, I think if you were to say who won, I would say JYP. Because I think the whole overall presentation was just much, much better. It's kind of amazing. Because when you look at them, when they were going off against each other, they were kind of taking a little cheap, like Brian. When they were rapping, it was kind of like, doing this to the YG trainees, and the YG trainees you think you're good, you think you're cool. So I like the little friendly rivalry, nitpicky kind of like thing between the trainees, because they know that like, hey, we're going up against each other. And it was funny, like when Hong Suk came to JYP's building, how the trainees, they just looked at each other like they're all just sizing each other up. And I also find it interesting, too, that when you look at both these trainers from both these companies, you really get a sense and feel of what each company, their standards for, and what they look for in the stars, which make them so different. You look at JYP. JYP always seems to get a lot, in terms of boys at least, he gets a lot of guys that are tall and that have good looks, whereas YG normally tends to pick guys that might not be so much good looking, deemed good looking by the public, but they're more on the shorter side, and they have a little bit more of a musical background experience to some degree, more so than probably some people from JYP. The shortest person JYP has probably ever had for a guy is probably Jay Park. But I find that dynamic interesting. So all in all, it was a really good show. I enjoyed the performances from the trainees. I was expecting a little bit more from YG. I think they kind of bombed. You know, I'm not harsh on them, but I kind of wanted to expect a little bit more. Even Hong Suk himself said that he said today, he says, I'm a little embarrassed. He says, I was embarrassed today. He says, I can only imagine how you guys feel, because I think Team B, they kind of felt a little bad about themselves and feel like they could perform better. So, you know, it's tough. You know, I knew Young Suk when they were messing up to show Young Suk's face. He's like, are you kidding me? Like, you forgot the lyrics? Or like, come on, you guys are messing up. He even asked JY Park. He asked him, he says, you know, who's better between which team? And JY Park said, you know, he has more affection towards Team A. He said, but if he had to promote someone out of the two, he said it would definitely be Team B. I think Team B are the team. I honestly think so, because I said that in the preview for the press conference, and I'm starting to see the statement that I said. I wasn't off by it, because I said Team A, they've got the heart, they've got the emotion, but Team B is an overall better package, regardless of their lack of in comparisons of singing vocals compared to Team A. Team B is just the total package. It's like you can debut them tomorrow. They're ready. They're set. They're ready to go. Team A looks like they need a lot more work in some other areas. And you know, like I said, I'm not the only one that said this. Young Suk said it. At the Kai members said it. Jay Park has said it. A lot of the YG staff have said it. Where it's like, Team A is good. You guys are good. But it's always a but to come after with Team A. It's like, you guys are good. You got this right. You got that right. But you're lacking this, or you need that. Whereas with Team B, they're like, Team B, you guys are good. This, that, you got this, that, blah, 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 blah. Just add a little bit more of this into that. You know, it's like they just tell them to add more, so they're really not too critical of Team B than they are with Team A. You guys give me your thoughts in the box below about this episode. It's my favorite so far. I loved it. I love the competition between the two trainees. Leave your thoughts in the box below. Comment, subscribe. And who you think won between the two trainees, JYP or YG? In the box below. Subscribe. Peace.